What's going on, people? So, as I was getting shoes together for this, I was thinking about which ones do I want to do. It was mostly just thinking through it in my head, because I know which ones are older that I've never really got to talk about, and which ones I like a lot, as far as models go. So it was a pretty easy decision, to be completely honest, right? But then as I was doing it, and I was getting stuff together, I was realizing that the box for these Air Max 2010s right here, yeah, it's buried deep in a box with some other things, probably with some old action figure boxes or something. Because I keep these by the door, right? And the shoes that I keep by the door are on this little shelf thing, that I picked up from Amazon a few years ago. So they're not in the boxes because, again, they're just by the door, ready to go at a moment's notice. So when I went to go grab all these things and get the boxes to go with them and whatnot, I went and I found the boxes for all the other stuff, and I'm like, wait a second, where's the one for the 2010s? Like, where are the 2010s, So yeah, that's why I don't have the box over here. I do still have it in my possession, technically speaking, right? Just not physically right now, which is unfortunate in a way because it would make this a little easier to set down here, a little cleaner on my end. But it is what it is. Either way, so getting into things or whatever, this is, like I just said a minute ago, it's a Nike Air Max 2010, right? Now, back in the older days, when it came to me and the Air Max line, all I was buying was just the yearly releases. So I started back in 2006, I believe it was, with the 360. It could have been 2005, but I think I got my pair in 2006. Either way, I started with those right there. I was like, okay, well, these are cool. Next year, I'll see what they have to offer then, right? And that continued for a while until I want to say 2017, I think was the last year numbered one or whatever. They still do things, but, it's different than how they were, naming wise. So these came along and I was like, oh, well, this is pretty cool, And I didn't realize it at the time, obviously, but the days of me being super into like the yearly Air Max releases was definitely ending pretty quickly, because this right here, the 2010, was the last one that I really, really liked, to the point to where I like wish that they would actually bring it back, The 11s and 12s, I think the 13s were, the 11s and the 12s, those were cool too, right? The 11s more so, they had some decent colors. The 12s is where things kind of really started dropping off, at least in my opinion. So this is probably the last one that I really liked, as far as, again, things that are named after the year. So I have these, and I don't wear them a whole lot because, obviously, with this whole air bubble thing, there's always like the feeling like, oh man, if I step on the wrong thing, these could be like popped and then like completely useless, right? If you do that within like 2 years of the manufacture date, I assume they still do this, then Nike would say, okay, well, we can give you a voucher for some new ones if you mail us the shoes and we see that there's nothing malicious done to them. Because I've done that a couple times, right? Which is cool. They just give you a voucher for the Nike store based off of the retail price of whatever it is that went bad on you. Then you just buy something new. But this, given that this was 8/30, so August 30th of 2010, yeah, I'm way past the 2 years on this. So walking on these is just, I don't know, you're just living on borrowed time, or however that saying goes. But I do really like them. It's a cool look. I don't get a whole lot of black and purple things. I don't know why. It's just like color combination that just doesn't seem to pop up a whole lot. Either that or I've just been paying attention to the wrong stuff. I don't know. That's a very real possibility though. But yeah, I really like these a whole lot. That's all I'm saying. So I figured, since I'm going to be talking about things that I never really got to sit down and put a spotlight on, the 2010, is definitely going to be one of the ones on the list, which is why it's right here with these other 3, right? Total of 4. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody out there remembers buying these and all that stuff. I couldn't even tell you where these came from, the other ones that I'm doing today. I have the receipts and stuff that talk about them, and some of them I actually do remember. Like, I remember the day I went to the El Paso outlet and got these. I remember being in Iowa and browsing the Finish Line site and ordering these. Those are a little bit blurry, those flares, but whatever. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Just wanted to sit down and talk about one of my favorite Air Max models that I never got to shed that light on because, hey, it's Air Max month, so why not? This is definitely the time to do it. And now I've done it. Later, people.